All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm just doing an update on my 08 Land Cruiser here. After, this is technically my first stage of completion for my build. So just a recap, this is a 2008 Toyota Land Cruiser. So first year of the 200 series. We'll do a quick walk around here. This has 180,000 miles or so, and it's in really good condition. I got it from Southern California. Two owner, I'm the third owner. The second owner had it for about 12 years or so. He had since like 2012. So if you saw my first video, it was basically all stock besides the tint. So we got tint on the front two windows. This is Suntek, just to match the back. This is kind of a budget UAE spec build, so we'll kind of go and start from the front here. So the first thing I did was I painted this grille. So if you see the center piece, it's all black, and the outside I kept chrome. This is to kind of replicate the UAE grill. The UAE grill is probably like $400, and I just didn't want to pay for that, so I just paid for a can of Plastidip, and I put 3 coats on it, and it turned out pretty great. It's just not as shiny, but overall, from 5 feet away, it looks great. The second thing I did, the bigger thing is these wheels. So these are basically Tundra spares. So I bought 4 from an auction. These are 18 by 8 with a 60 offset, I think. So it sits in pretty far if you look from the side. And then I just put some black M 1.5 by 14, I think, black lug nuts. And then I put 3 coats of silver paint plus primer, so it can easily be touched up. So basically overseas they use another set of Steelies, but they're 17s. You can't find them anywhere here, so I just had to go with some 18s. And these are still on the same tires as I had before. These are some 285/60 18, so about a 31.5-inch tire. They still have good tread, so I'll probably run them down, and then I believe I can still fit like a 33. So the next size up I'd go is a 275/70 18, which is a pizza cutter and a 33. And so just look from here. So some people aren't really, fond of the Steely look, but I think it looks great. The third thing I did was I did put a OEM spacer on the front. So these come a little bit, they have a lot of rake, so I got it leveled out. So this is an OEM part. So if you look from like this going down, like where the body line is, it's still pretty, there's still a little bit of rake, but if you look from here, then it is a little bit leveled out. So that part looks great. We'll walk around. But yeah, just this first phase is to keep it simple. I'll probably run it like this until 200,000 miles, and then I'll probably go to my second phase. We'll check out the interior. I've done a couple additions inside, so we'll kind of take a look here. So if you see on the inside, all pretty good condition. All the seats are in pretty good shape for being a 16-year-old vehicle. Kind of zoom out here. So what we have is a Apple CarPlay screen. This is like $100 off of Amazon, and the power goes to a plug-in. So there's 2 cigarette ports, so one for power, and then I use an aux, a separate aux for audio. So it does have an aux port on this side here, but it goes it's been there's a lot of static when you play music. So I just decided, I figured out the solution was just to plug in an aux, and then this runs off of a Bluetooth on your phone, so I can still use the climate controls and have a separate Apple CarPlay screen. But the only problem with this is like when you're looking at it from like a top view like this, it does impede a little bit of your view here. But other than that, it's not too bad. And then the second thing I did was I obviously put my Scangauge in. So this is a Scangauge 2. It's plugged into the OBD2 port here, and I just have some Velcro to keep this out of the way. So it reads transmission temps, water temperature, the RPMs, and then the voltage, which on the cluster there's already a voltage, but this is a little bit more accurate. Everything works great. And then this has a this has the fridge. So I bought this thing off of Etsy, but underneath there's a little fridge here. I don't really use it. So, and then the third thing I did was, if you, let's see here, it's a little bit sunny. If you see here, I do have a dash cam, and this is a Viofo V3, and it's hooked up to a Dongar adapter. So this is a 5-pin, and then it attaches to this here. So the Dongar is just a little dongle, and it attaches. This is the original mirror output for the electrical. So these style of mirrors are an older style with like the auto dimming. So this is like the one of the first versions of like auto dimming. So instead of using like the newer vehicles like with the 10-pin, this is like an old 5-pin connector. So you know, it's a little bit older, but Dongar Technologies does make an adapter for that. And then yeah, everything else looks good. So that's just kind of an overview of my first phase. I think my second phase, what I'm gonna do is, as far as like cosmetics, it's not in great shape. Like there's like definitely some like paint peeling and stuff and fading, and my next phase is to kind of like a pre-runner build, so probably do like king suspension and do a light chop on the bumper front and back. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about this build, just feel free to put it in the comments. Thanks so much.